bunch of Christians in this country who are professing to be of Christ, who are using something called white Christian nationalism. And right now we are in the Lenten season. We are getting ready to celebrate.
We gotta hold the line again, man.
Two processions that happened. There was one that we hear about with Jesus on a donkey.
But when he came up behind me with friends, I was like leaning over, and then the hand like scooped me forward, and I was like, ah.
People of that
Like, what is happening? And I'm like, I didn't think this was the gate for that. I mean,
people and
Look
take
at
their
that.
wages and use them for things that were not about feeding the hungry. That
you
were
can
not
stand
about
right there,
healing the
like,
sick.
man.
That were not about caring for the poor.
Yes, I
That
love
were
the
not about
Sarah's
loving thy
background.
neighbor. And that is what we who call ourselves Christians are supposed to do.
I know. Just ask if everything sounds good and stuff. I can't see anything.
Right next here in this capital, we are coming together to declare that Christians need to stand up right now in this time. That's right. Christians, especially in Minnesota, and Minnesotans across race and have got to bear
I don't have anywhere to go. Sorry.
We have witnessed some horror and some abductions and some killing, but we've also witnessed what it means to love thy neighbor and to live that suffering out loud. So I pray for all of us Minnesotans. And the implication in this moment is that we take seriously our responsibility. That it is on us. That we have agency. That we get to decide what liberation is. And there is certainly no king in the White House who will do that for us.
Man. Jesus. Okay, we're done. Let's lock arms for something. God damn it.
Tomorrow at 2:30 at this Capitol. I'm also hoping and praying that we continue to hold our peace. Because we may have one battle, but we're going to win.
So they're saying,
Because
okay,
Minnesotans are going to be
that
You want to message admin Ulo?
would be,
Hey, make a hole!
there's,
Make a hole! Make a hole!
What? What are we talking about? Make a hole where?
Make a hole! Make a hole! Make a hole! Make a hole!
Today is Muslim.
Make a path.
I stand
I know, I'm like a hole where?
whose very existence
We buried?
is struggle for dignity, justice, and freedom. God, Prince of all, Lord of humanity, you created us from a single soul and made us nations and tribes, and we have come to know each other. We ask you this day to bless this gathering, not just for our presence, but for our purpose.
okay, then.
Not just for our voices, but for our courage. We stand together in this moment where power seeks to concentrate itself in the hands of a few. Where fear is used to divide neighbor from neighbor, where the language of domination is dressed up as order. But we know better. We know we have seen this before. We carry the memory of oppression in our very bones. And we also carry the legacy of resistance in our spirits. Oh God, strengthen us to speak truth to power, not with hatred, but with clarity, not with violence, but with unwavering conviction. Let us not be intimidated by the machinery of authoritarianism, nor seduced by the comfort of silence.
I'm just gonna message.
Must all people stand together for justice, even when it's inconvenient. Make us people who protect the vulnerable, even when it costs us something.
Let's check with,
Make us people who refuse to bow to any king.
she's trying to meet someone that's in an organization.
While we stand firm, oh God, strengthen our hearts towards one another in this interfaith gathering. Remind us that our diversity is not weakness, it is our weakness. Together, Muslims, Christians, Jewish people, and people of consciousness.
And had a windmill on the barrel, thingy on the side that moves pretty awesome.
raised us to a higher level today. Let us see a just rally, not just a rally, but a renewal. A renewal of our commitment to each other. A renewal of our belief that justice is still possible. A renewal that courage to build a nation lives at its highest ideals. And when history remembers this moment, let it be said, we did not shrink. We stand. We did not divide. We united. We did not despair. May God bless you all. God protect this city. And God protect all of those who are working for justice, dignity, and peace. Amen.
Good afternoon, Minnesota.
Oh, he's coming his way.
Beautiful.
Like, sorry. I'm just like, I'm balancing my bag between my knees. So I'm like, every time they come, I'm like,
Just come my way, I'll catch you.
Matt.
Well,
Of course you do. Is it vodka? Just kidding.
almost.
Oh, he did. Did you hear that? He said, "Oh, he's one of us now."
Yeah.
He said, "Oh."
You guys did well.
I'm gonna have to give him shit for that later. Will said, "Oh."
To stop the federal government's invasion of our home. We can to stop authoritarianism. That Jewish people were telling a story this week around our Passover table of our ancestors leaving the narrowness of oppression as an Arab Rav, as a multiracial, cross-class, intergenerational multitude, an enduring coalition. Our ancestors crossed the sea with their neighbors. They would not leave each other behind.
Answer you?
And in Minnesota, we have created an ecosystem of resistance in the face of fascists and white Christian nationalists. Bound together, we work to keep each other safe. They're scared of our network of neighbors, this web of care.
Hold on,
And they
hold on.
show me. And we're here together today
I'm
to say
gonna fall over it.
no to the abductions, no to the brutality of this federal invasion, no to fascism, no to any leader that attempts to lead without the will of the people. But we are also saying a loud and beautiful yes to the world that we want. Yes to repair our communities. Yes to our shared dignity. Yes to our defiant joy.
Other people keep trying to knock me
So
over.
Holy One, be with us now. This irrepressible coalition calling on our neighbors across the country and around the world to join us, to show up with the strength of our no and the chutzpah and the vitality of our yes, that we might build a world founded on a transformative love for one another that gives us the strength to oppose the forces of domination. So Holy One, make us a people who say yes and yes and yes to one another. Yes to creativity, yes to courage, yes to belonging to this expansive, expanding coalition. No one is getting left behind this time. We get there together or never get there at all.
Woo!
No Kings is proud to welcome to the stage the 41st governor of the great state of Minnesota, Tim Walz.
Hello, Minnesota. Welcome to the freest state in the nation. A state where you love who you choose to love. A state where you make your healthcare decisions. A state where you worship or not according to your own beliefs. Maybe most importantly, a state where everyone belongs. Thank you to the organizers. Thank you to our sisters and brothers in labor for the work for every day and being here making this possible. Look, when the wannabe dictator in the White House sent his untrained, aggressive thugs to do damage to Minnesota, it was you, Minnesota, who stood up for your neighbors, who stood up for decency, who stood up for kindness. And at this moment that we are still in, when democracy itself seems to be at risk, it was Minnesota who said, not on our watch, not on our watch. You are the heart and soul of what the nation saw that is good in this nation. But make no mistakes about it. They did damage. They killed Renee and Alex. They traumatized our neighbors. And just be very clear, our weather may be a little cool, but our people are warm and we're fierce. It's not over. Don't ever mistake our kindness for weakness. We demand justice for Renee Good and Alex Brady. We demand justice for every single person who would hurt and traumatize. We will never forget what they did here. I have a message to our immigrant community here in Minnesota. You are seen, heard, valued, and loved. You are relevant to our state. You are part of the fabric of what is good about Minnesota. And I have to tell you, that is a hell of a lot more than I'll say about anybody in the White House. And I will add a special thank you.
Yeah.
A special acknowledgement that we will never leave the side of our Somali Minnesotans. Here's our pledge to you. Our Somali Minnesotans, your great-grandchildren will still be here when that orange cloud is in the dustbin of history. They call us radicals. I see that the president said there's a bunch of radicals. You damn right we've been radicalized. Radicalized by compassion. Radicalized by decency. Radicalized by due process. Radicalized by democracy. And radicalized to do all we can to oppose authoritarianism. So for those of you watching at home, welcome to the North Star State. The open dream. And it's my pleasure to be able to welcome somebody who has spent a lifetime giving voice to the working class, expressing our hopes and dreams, our fears, all of the things that makes us human. And has done that with a voice that resonated across generations. So I have to tell you, we're damn sure about this. We need no damn kings. But I'll tell you what I gladly have. We do need a boss. Let's welcome
Vowing the solidarity of the people of Minneapolis, Minnesota was an inspiration to the entire country. Your strength and your commitment told us that this is still America. And this reactionary nightmare and these invasions of American cities will not stand. You gave us hope. You gave us courage. And for those who gave their lives, Renee Good, mother of three, brutally murdered, Alex Preddy, VA nurse, executed by ICE, shot her back and left to die in the street without even the decency of our lawless government investigating their deaths. Their bravery, their sacrifice, and their names will not be forgotten. Well, through the winter's ice and cold, down to Glad Avenue, city of flame for fire, even occupiers boots. King Trump's private army 58 jets, guns belted to their coats, came to Minneapolis to enforce their law, or so they're told. Against smoking river bullets, well, I don't tell you lie. Simpson stood for justice. Her voice is ringing through the, and there were bloody footprints where mercy should have stood. Two dead left to die on snow-filled streets. I'm a stranger. Oh, Minneapolis, I hear your voice saying through the bloody day. We'll take our stand for this land and the stranger in our midst. Here at home, they killed and wronged in the winter of 26. Who remember the names of those who died on the streets of Minneapolis. Trump's federal thugs beat up his face and his chin. And then we heard the gunshots. Alex Preddy. Their claim was self-defense. Just don't believe your eyes. It's our blood and bones and these whistles and phones against Miller and no stopping. Yes, I hear the voice.
Right back. It'll work with you sometimes. If you like put this part off, it kind of like falls. Yeah, good.
They say they're here to uphold the law, but they trample on our rights. If your skin is black or brown, my friend, you'll be questioned for it all. In our chance of I see these high souls. On the streets. Here at home, they killed and roamed, and the winter of 26. We'll take our stand for this land and a stranger and me. We'll remember the names of those who died. The streets of Minneapolis. We'll remember the names of those who died. On the streets of
Minnesota has inspired the world for its resilience and resolve, and that takes leads. Oh, please welcome free Minnesotans, votes to the law. Oh, Mayor, I need her.
Everyone.
I am Carolina Ortiz, Associate Executive Director of COPAN and a leader with the Immigrant Defense Network. I am an immigrant, a former undocumented person, a DACA recipient, and I stand here because as a child, I learned what it means when your life can be decided by a piece of paper when your future feels uncertain. I carried fear, but I also carried something stronger. The belief that one day we would rise. And that day is today. So let me say this very clear. We are not the problem to solve. Immigrants are a blessing to this country. Say it with me. Immigrants are a blessing to this country. For too long, the story about immigrants has been written in fear. But fear is important to storytellers because fear only knows how to divide. It cannot see who we really are. We are the hands that build. We are the hearts that care. We invest in this country even when it does not always believe in us. During Operation Metro Search, our communities were targeted, silenced, and criminalized. Families stopped going to work, to school, because even a normal day no longer felt safe. But even in those moments, we showed up and we protected one another. And across Minnesota, we built something powerful. Together, we trained over 33,000 constitutional observers, neighbors who stood in our communities, watching, documenting, and saying if they come for one of us, they will have to face all of us. This is what courage looks like. This is what people power looks like. This is organized collective love in action. So look around you. People choosing each other again and again, standing shoulder to shoulder, not divided by fear, but united by purpose. That is fear. is what democracy looks like. So today, from simple within the message to this country and the world, we are essential, we are organized, and we are no longer afraid. Because this moment right here is bigger than politics. Because no system built on fear will ever be stronger than a community built on love. So today, I ask you, do not leave unchanged. Leave louder. Leave braver. Leave ready. Because power does not belong to presidents or billionaires. And it does not belong to anyone trying to rule here. Power belongs to the people. Power belongs to all of us. Yo quiero decir algo en español a mi comunidad que está aquí presente. A esa familia que ha sentido miedo. A cada persona que ha tenido que ser fuerte, incluso cuando no podíamos. Aquí nos organizamos, nos cuidamos y nos defendemos. Porque somos una comunidad de dignidad, de fuerza y de amor. Y aunque intenten dividirnos, aunque intenten silenciarnos, no podemos hacerlo. So let this moment travel across the United States, across the world, and let it be clear to every single corner of this country. We are here, we belong, and we are a blessing to this country. Thank you. Gracias. Hello, Minnesota. I greet you with the Muslim greeting of peace. Assalamu alaikum. May peace be upon you all. I also greet you with the Somali greeting, Galabwan accent. I want to begin by grounding us in truth. This land is home to the indigenous people, the original stewards, presence, can, and sovereignty. Did not begin with history books and does not end here today.
Otherwise, people are going to
We must also acknowledge our African American sisters and brothers whose ancestors
Yeah, for sure.
through slavery and who build,
See Rob,
shape, and sustain
right up there, right behind where the cops are. Over here. So like straight up. Oh no, they just stepped out. But hold on. Just step forward. See him over there talking on the ground?
Oh, he's on the ground?
Yeah, like right
There's
there.
the rest
See him?
of all of us.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I was like, how do you not see him? He's a fucking giraffe.
Whether we come from
How do you not see the fucking giraffe?
Africa, Latin America, North Africa,
Oh, and Will's right there. Yeah.
Europe,
I should have just pointed at that, but I didn't notice him. All the best.
I saw Will.
Yeah.
whether by choice, by force, or by necessity, whether our ancestors experienced war, persecution, in search for a better life, and the pursuit of happiness.
I need like one of the ones of this, like, or the hand, like, strap.
Oh, so you can, oh, yeah.
Well, just so that, like, it's not all, I don't know, distribute the weight. Dumb.
Yeah, I know, they got, yeah, different ones, different shapes and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, this one was like $40, so, because I'm cheap as hell.
Hey, as long as it works.
Yep.
War, displacement, uncertainty of
Are you
starting.
live streaming right now, or
Yep.
it's just,
Many of us carry
Don't say anything stupid.
alongside
like, Trump was an asshole and,
It's stupid.
survival, strength,
I
and
guess
the
that's-
refusal to be erased. Because even when we understand, our identity does not. As a Somali American, we carry the stories of thousands sunrises.
I'm just gonna try to get into this. I turned on my old phone from this is my new one, but I have to send this one back in eventually. But until then,
from
I
nothing.
was like, ooh, I'm gonna,
To understand
can't do anything else on here with the
we
streaming.
have survived all of that.
What the hell? Is
survived
that the whole entire thing in the back of that, or what?
But this would be an emergency.
immigrants. We rebuild, we adapt, we learn languages while teaching our children our languages. We contribute to the places that we
I
arrive
thought, like, there's an endless stream of people now coming up.
Funny.
That identity that people realize again and again under the warmth of other sun and the cold of Minnesota winters.
What is going on?
Simple.
Even.
The right to hold on
Well,
to
they
who we
the
are
other way. What is
while
going on?
becoming a part of where we are.
What's
The right to
happening?
belong without having to erase ourselves. Because when immigrants thrive, our communities grow richer, not just economically, but culturally, socially, and morally.
Now, are we done?
Yes, you see that lady? Minnesotans have shown up in record numbers to protect one another. We showed the nations that are
Of
different.
course, now that.
Our
What are you gonna do?
will not be tied to we show the nation.
It's a Norwegian kind of protest from World War II. This was one from this 39.
You're at home, you're witnessing Nazi and life. You know that who belong and who is protected. You're seeing authorities tested, suspended, sometimes concentrated.
Why is everybody, it's an emergency area. I don't understand.
Here. No, no, no.
I totally.
So America, Minnesota, what do we do after this moment? That is what counts. We must act with urgency. We must widen the circle. Bring more voices to the table. Invite more communities
Let's close this
to the
up.
conversation. Look around. Who is missing?
Well, it's
Bring
supposed to
them
be an
into the
emergency.
circle.
Well, it's just like an endless
We
stream
attend
of people all of a sudden
community
coming up.
contact our elected officials. We advocate for policy that protects children, refugees, and all marginalized communities. For policy that allows us to put on the table and our food over our heads. Organize and participate. We show up. Minnesota, we show the country that that is what we do. So let's continue to show up.
Right, it is like, why are
Not
they,
in
this
this
is
moment
an
of
emergency?
crisis,
Yell at people like, are you fucking dying? Then turn the fuck around.
relentlessly in our commitment to justice and inclusion. To roll up our sleeves and get to work towards meaningful systemic change. Hi, everyone. I know. We are Dublin, go be from her. We are St. Paul Mayor. I want to welcome everyone in St. Paul here, communities across Minnesota, and all across the nation. As the mayor of our beautiful capital city, I welcome you. Today, we stand up to declare that 250 years later, this is a land without a ruler, and we are a people without a king. Donald Trump tried to make an example of Minnesota.
Close it up.
Didn't Trump's way he will do to you what do to you and your
Ready to hold the line again? 'Cause I'm over this.
Twin Cities.
They're like, people
But I
coming,
tell you,
like,
do not be afraid. Trump and Christine illegally sent thousands of masks unaccountable agents to occupy our streets for months.
Yes.
And like so many of Donald Trump's other ventures, he failed. He did groceries to neighbors.
Yeah, it's an emergency. I have no idea, but this is supposed to like, we're not even supposed to be with it.
Because of our solidarity.
Yeah.
For the country. My grandfather fought in the secret war for America, a country he had never set foot in, because he believed in democracy and freedom. My family fled this war as refugees to bring their children to a country where they would be free from tyranny and oppression. They could never imagine their children would end up living in an occupied city. The occupation our community experience, it's not who we are or should be as a country. I shouldn't.
You're good.
You shouldn't.
Yes, I'm.
Your children should not carry around their passport in fear of unlawful detection. We are not defined by the tragedy we experience, but by how we respond to it. Donald Trump, your actions speak for who you are, and the chaos of your lawless agents is yours to bear. St. Paul and Minneapolis have shown that strength comes from the people, not from a king. The lessons we learned, the unity we built, the communities we created during this crisis will endure. We know who our neighbors are, and we will always stand with them in power and in love.
They're going
As
to take
mayor
different
of
kinds
St.
of
Paul,
like,
I want
for a
to
bit.
thank our partners in the state,
I don't know.
Governor Walz, Lieutenant Governor Blanket, Attorney General Keith Ellison, my partner across the river, Mayor Fry, our neighboring cities and communities, the Minnesota ACLU, Twin Cities Indivisible, and most of all, I am grateful to
This is an
all
emergency
of you
exit
who stand
up here.
with me when I say, no kings.
It's coming up to you. They're gonna be in your eye, just kind of like the side of it on.
It's an emergency exit. They're not supposed to be going this way.
Stepped up over many months to protect their neighbors and push back against authoritarianism. Now it's time for the world to hear their stories. Give a warm, no kings welcome to Flannery Clark, Nick Benson, Natalie Aaron, and Nakina Phoebe Armstrong.
I know, they keep
Hello,
saying,
Minnesota.
like, coming up, like,
Hello, I'm Nick
they
Benson.
couldn't get them out.
I like airplanes, and I'm a plane.
Yeah, they're not supposed to be.
Most importantly, I'm a Minnesotan.
Yeah.
6 months ago, I was chatting with a fellow aviation geek, Seth Miller. He's an outspoken critic of ICE deportation flights. I said, Seth, I really admire your courage. I wish I could do that.
You know what?
He replied, it's not that hard. You just have to do it. Now I'm here,
To be open anyways.
volunteering with Minnesota 5051. We count every person being loaded on ICE flights at MSP. There were 19 yesterday. Delta Airlines is flying Minnesota kids to concentration camps. Seth told me it's not going to be that hard. But truthfully, it's been a
When
struggle.
we see
hasn't
a
it?
Marshall, like, we need to grab him and tell him to turn this around, because this is not.
Renee Good, Alex Preddy. We've been thinking about our neighbors who've been stuck at home, unable to go to school.
I don't know, because I think they're just following the stream of people, but I'm like, he
We've
needs
been
to
thinking
redirect
about
them or
the
something.
kids who are not sure if mom or dad will be home tonight.
Isn't this supposed to be emergency exit?
The students.
Because, like, I mean, like, we're not gonna be able to get anybody out. I thought that's what it was.
We'll ever get to play with them.
ever again.
That's what the state patrol
We've knelt in apartment hallways, Spanish over speakerphone.
But everybody is like funneling up here to go out and like, if we had an emergency, we wouldn't be able to get anybody out.
Discovering ICE agents lurking in another place
Yeah.
that used to be safe.
Down there.
It wasn't easy, but we had to do it.
The only way.
But what if Metro Surge wasn't the end?
Once the.
What if it was just the beginning? What if the upcoming year is worse than the year before?
I know.
Silent businesses, complicit institutions, and cowardly
Yeah, I mean, like-
politicians keep failing us, but you don't have to.
At least we have as many people that have this problem.
I tell you this,
But like, I got here like 3 hours early.
explicit permission to act with courage. It's not that hard. You just have
It
to
just like
do it.
doesn't stop.
Okay.
Be the neighbor that Mr. Rogers knew you could
I don't know
be.
what to.
Be a helper. When the government fails to meet our needs, we meet them ourselves. We feed each other, clothe each other, and care for each other. We keep us safe. So when others are silent, speak up. Stand up for healthcare, education, childcare, and housing. No kings is a great start, but we also need to be done with cowards. When I say no kings, you say no cowards. No kings. No kings. I love you, Minnesota. Nice.
Yeah.
All right. And that lady's thing and our thing holding the this.
Talking about that. Yeah, I probably should have prepared more for this. So I'll provide it my homework
They're coming from way back.
That's okay. I don't blame them. I wish you would.
Get out now.
I know. I know.
So when somebody says,
I feel like you're there. Like, why would you?
David Rush began on January 12th. I took my 21-year-old sons to the Whipple Federal Building, where people were being released from detention. I took them to see the protests there and to learn how to use their
I'm live,
voices and their bodies
but-
to stand up.
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
At one point, my 21-year-old son went off on his own, called from his phone shortly after. He told me he had found 2 girls wandering in the cold, freezing, without phones, and he had them in our car, giving them food and water, and his phone to call home. My son Jack did that
Like a
night.
sofa.
To block the whole
Yeah.
every day and night since then.
You could sit over there. No idea.
If anyone was gonna be the spark that started Haven Watch, it was Jack. 3 years ago, Jack was diagnosed with
Yep,
brain
so-
cancer his senior year of high school. And he went through more that year than many of us will in a lifetime, and nearly died more than once. He has always been kind, but that experience changed him. He understands now what most of us don't, how short life can be and how important true human connection and kindness is. Well, I don't wish his forced perspective on any of you. I think we can learn from it. Don't walk past suffering. Act. Even when it's not easy. That's what we did, and that's what Minnesota did, and that's what our incredible volunteers did. They paused their lives, mostly strangers, who showed up to stand and watch at a gate. Minnesotans acted on behalf of each other without a plan or regard for their own safety or comfort or human lives. We acted for each other, and that's something we should expect ourselves every day. There's nothing extraordinary about me or Haven Watch. Sorry, guys. And I mean that in the best way possible because it means what we did is something anyone could do. Don't know, notice the small everyday opportunities to show kindness that are so.
Oh, good. Good. Let her be up there.
Sorry, I'm working. Well, ISIS prisons, Minnesota, make me less visible. The struggles of many in our immigrant communities are no less real. Their need for continued support and care is real. It doesn't stop when the attention fades, and it requires us.
What the hell is going on? Like,
The only reason I did this, and I'm up here, is because I hope people here can see themselves in what we did and say, I could do that. I could bring two
I
people.
got my foot
who are
behind your wheel. No.
move forward to move. And let them use my phone.
I just like, I'm doing a live stream and I'm just getting everybody's nostrils right up in it.
How y'all doing? I want to welcome Nikki Marley Armstrong, your attorney, activist.
This is an emergency exit.
Against authoritarianism.
Yeah, it must be an emergency. It's close to me, but everybody's funneling up, so I mean, I'm sure nobody realizes it. Yeah, but the marshals aren't telling us either. They sure as hell told us when we were outside the window.
We'll continue standing up for the rights of our immigrant brothers and sisters. That we're standing up for those who are being ignored, those who are being treated as if their lives are disposable, and who are being treated as if their lives don't matter. But we have to remember that this struggle did not start when Donald Trump came in office again. It started with our indigenous brothers and sisters standing up for their land, for their people, their dignity, their tradition. Woo! And I'm here standing on the shoulders of the Black women and the Black men and children who came before me. Harriet Tubman, Rosa Parks, Fannie Lou Hamer, Sojourner Truth, and so many others who stood up for freedom, justice, and equality. We cannot forget about the struggle of those women who organized in our communities, who taught us that we matter.
It's an emergency exit, by the way, but I mean, I know everybody is. I don't know why the marshals aren't doing anything.
I want to live up with my comrades. Monique Taylor Scully, co-founder of Black Lives Matter. Also, co-founder and global suffrage and who's speaking on the National Target The National Target Boycott started right here in Minnesota, where Target is headquartered, and two of us are Black women who showed their Target.
It's an emergency exit.
Target.
Trying to get out of here. I'm gonna get trouble.
Okay. I don't know. Jesus Christ. I guess.
A home tax company.
I'm like, three people did, but what? No. No, I was just like, I had the smallest footprint possible because letting people by, so then somebody knocked me off and then like that. And he's like, step on myself and stuff. I'm ready to leave, dude. Like, I can't even. My ankle is killing me from like trying to shuffle to the side for people, and like they're not.
I also want to lift up
Do my best.
the more than 200 Minnesota
Nope, not a problem.
state and federal charges for standing up against the Trump administration. We are calling on our state and county elected officials to drop the damn charges. These people put their lives, bodies, and livelihoods on the line for our freedom and the freedoms of people across this country. Myself, along with Hakeem and other Black women, are also co-organizers of this.
Excuse me, do you mind stepping to the right for just a second?
To the right?
Maybe we'll get around.
I don't know.
Maybe we'll get around to you.
Right now, the righteous 39 who are being charged by the Trump administration for standing up for freedom, justice, and equality. Those of us who are calling out
The marshals need to do something about it.
on behalf of the people, standing up
Right.
standing up for Renee Good, standing up for Alex Brady, and calling for justice.
Oh, the service to try and get a hold of somebody.
I just want to say to the people of Minnesota, I'm so proud of you. You stood up, you fought, you put your bodies on the line, you spoke the truth, and you let them know we're not stepping back. We're not afraid. We will continue to hold up.
No, I'm not. I think I'm just gonna move up to the gate because, like, it's supposed to be open for emergencies, but like, I can't even. Yeah. I got a whole lot. I said I was grab my husband. That's okay. That's mine. It's fine. It's all right. Go ahead and here, you can hand it to me. Yeah. Ah, sorry, guys. Thank you. What's the matter? Huh?
Not boarding a plane.
Families together. We did this because we knew even if we could not stop every act of terror, the least we could do was now witness.
Step straight up there.
They're so effective that at the height of the occupation, our response time to an ICE sighting in South Minneapolis was less than 2 minutes. Yet we're so strong, in fact,
Excuse
and
me.
we retired from Bovino. And we took simultaneously, we created a mutual aid infrastructure that has paid over $10 million in rent,
Like,
taken thousands of
I'm gonna
kids
get.
to
I'm gonna end up getting knocked over.
meals for Catalan families.
The marshals aren't doing good about it.
There were thousands of us in the streets in early December, and after
I don't know why you go towards the
was
front.
running
Yeah.
over his head,
You go out
there
towards
was
the
so much- there was tens of
Probably just
thousands.
because there was an
You know
opening.
what happened to Renee
When
and
people started going.
Alex because of the observers and responders who found state violence a great risk to themselves. We mourn for every neighbor abducted,
Well,
neighbors sent to a camp, and families torn apart.
should.
And we will never know how many families were kept together safely in their homes because of the courageous actions of our neighbors.
Sure.
How many were warned with a whistle
I
or a
swear to
single
God.
check
I swear.
on the corner?
I can't.
The
Sorry.
rapid responders of Minnesota are heroes. but they are also ordinary people.
Like you couldn't step behind me.
These neighbors of mine, these absolute heroes, were tear gassed, harassed, and came right back in the streets.
I couldn't have people step on me anymore. And
so no neighbor would disappear in darkness. You have to understand our moral imperative to stand up, even when it's scary, even when we are terrified, even when guns are pointed at us. I am representing tens of thousands of people today who will never know. I'm not here to tell you how to get out of the way, but I am here to tell you that your neighbors are heroes. They are heroes in thousands of different ways.
I had to move forward because like I just kept getting stepped on and
I've
everything.
never
You know?
been so step up and become the community we have always needed to build the world that we know we won't ever stop fighting for.
And now, we're gonna do one quick chant. Who keeps us safe?
We keep us safe.
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 And now, Philippines is proud to welcome to the stage Senator Bernie Sanders. People here. Thank you, Minnesota. Let me thank Indivisible, Move On, 5051, and all of the organizations that have made this great event possible.
Yeah.
And thanks to the millions of Americans from our smallest towns to our largest cities in every state in our country who are gathering today at thousands of rallies. It is absolutely appropriate that we hold a major No Kings rally right here in the St. Paul, Minneapolis area. When historians write about this dangerous moments in American history, when they write about courage and sacrifice, the people of Minnesota will deserve a special chapter for themselves.
Yeah, well, I got pushed up here because the whole crowd is coming from the back. So, like, I literally got pushed.
Of unprecedented,
Like, there's been a steady stream.
of this city.
He's with me. Like, we literally got, like, pushed out of our spot right there.
This
Sorry.
community stood up
Like, there was, like,
with extraordinary solidarity, fought back, and won. Minnesota showed the American people, and in fact the world, what democracy is about,
oh gosh. That is
what
cute.
grassroots activism is about, and what standing up for the American ideals of freedom and justice is about. I want to thank my colleagues.
I'm gonna put my bag on my shoulder. I had to grab it before I got here.
And today,
Let's do it.
we remember
There used to
and
be being
honor
a shitty streamer.
two brave Americans, Renee Good and Alex Reddy, who lost their lives in the struggle. And we promise their families and their friends that these two heroes
will not have died in vain. Their sacrifice has inspired and will continue to inspire the American people in the never-ending struggle for justice.
And then they just stayed.
As
Right?
all
Now
of you
people have moved up and then they just.
know, in an unprecedented and dangerous moment
Good, we will stop.
in American history, in many ways, the future of our country, and in fact, the entire world, is hanging in the balance. And the actions that we take now will determine what the future looks like. The choices that we face are clear. In the wealthiest country in the history of the world, at a time of massive breakthroughs in technology, we now have the opportunity to create a nation in which all people can enjoy a dignified standard of living, where we wipe out bigotry and hatred, and where all of us can live in peace and participate in a vibrant democracy. Where the foundation of our nation is built on love, compassion, human solidarity, and an understanding. As your great former senator, the late Paul Wellstone, said, we all do better when we all do better. And that is one vision of the future, a vision that, in my view, the vast majority of the American people share. But there is another vision out there as well, a darker vision. It is a vision which says that we must give up on democracy, that we are too stupid and inept to govern ourselves, and that we must put more and more power into the hands of one man. It is a vision that says we should accept an economy in which a handful of oligarchs have unbelievable wealth, while the vast majority of our people struggle to put food on the table. It is a vision that says that the only thing that matters in life is the accumulation of money and power. And that it is okay if we lie, cheat, and steal to achieve those goals. It is a vision which says that we must hate each other because of where we were born. Hate each other because of a different language that someone speaks. Hate each other because of the differences in the color of our skin, or our religion, or our sexual orientation. It is a vision that foments hatred and hatred and hatred, division, division, and division. It's a brilliant vision which says that we must live in a constant state of fear, that we must always have.
I know. That's fine. The people coming up are the ones being the issue though. I know. I've been standing next to over here like all morning, but all these people coming up. Like I had nowhere to go. I got here like 2 hours early and like got a spot and like I just got pushed out of it. And I thought this was supposed to be. I thought this was supposed to be a business exit like type stuff.
Americans, we will never forsake our heritage. We will never accept authoritarianism.
Sorry, Lily.
We will never accept oligarchy.
I got pushed. Yeah, it's bad. So like I wasn't trying to be there. I stepped on and pushed in. So like I just. I know. We were trying to tell people as they were coming up, and they just didn't even care.
One guy told me to fuck off.
Yeah. I mean, they did tell one of the marshals, we're like, look, these people, like, somebody's got to redirect them, and they, yeah. But, I mean, I know it's hard to do stuff. But yeah, I mean, see? All right. Yeah.
Clear out a space.
I know.
Gentlemen, no. I'm not leaving yet with you.
Students,
Right.
women the right to control their own bodies, pushing for climate closer and closer with climate crisis. In the last year, I must confess, I've been thinking a lot about American history, about the men and women in 1776 who, with unbelievable courage, announced to the world that they would no longer be ruled by the King of England, who had absolute power over their lives. These patriots demanded freedom, and they fought a bloody revolutionary war against the most powerful military in the world to achieve that freedom. And they won. And after their military victory, they established the first democratic form of government in modern history. 1789. They said loudly and boldly to the entire world, here in this new nation of America, we don't want kings. And let us never forget the extraordinary and powerful words they left to us. Quote, we hold these truths to be self-evident. All men are created equal and they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights. That among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of hell yeah, Bernie! Today, 2026, our message is exactly the same. No more kings. We will not allow this country to descend into authoritarianism or oligarchy. In America, we the people will rule.
Yes.
But let us be clear. This moment is not just about one man's greed, one man's corruption, or one man's contempt.
You already know.
This is about a handful of the wealthiest people on earth who, in their insatiable greed, have taken over our economy, have taken over our political system, have taken over our media in order to enrich themselves at the expense of the working families of our country. Brothers and sisters, never before in American history have so few had so much wealth and so much power. Never before in American history has there been such extreme levels of income and wealth inequality, with the top 1% now owning, if you can believe it, more wealth than the bottom 93%. Never before in American history have we seen the super rich expand their wealth so rapidly. Last year alone, after receiving the largest tax break in history, 938 billionaires in America, fewer than 1,000 people, became $1.5 trillion richer. And our president, honest Donald Trump, became over $8 billion richer himself. Never before have we seen a ruling class within a corrupt campaign finance system spend so much money to buy politicians. Coming midterm elections, the billionaires will spend many hundreds of millions of dollars
Like I'd like
to make sure that government continues to work for them and not working families.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
Meanwhile, while the richest
Many
people in
people.
America become much richer, 60% of our people
Now we could go meet up with Auntie or whatever. I'm over it.
Are living paycheck to
My
paycheck, struggling to put food on the table,
for sure.
struggling to pay their rent and mortgage,
Standing like so straight with my feet like so close together that I'm like all wobbly and it's
and
like
struggling
hurting
to
my
put a few bucks aside
because I'm old.
for a decent
I'm out
retirement.
of shape.
In America today, tens of thousands of our people die every year unnecessarily because they cannot afford to go to a doctor.
I wonder.
And unless we change how our economy works,
Like
our
standing
younger
like so
generation,
close,
our
you know, my
kids,
feet so close
for the
together
first
and like
time
wobbling
in
around. My
modern
ankles are killing me now and
will have a lower standard of living
yes,
than their parents.
I don't know if they're leaving the
So today,
I saw that.
we not only say no to Trump's authoritarianism, we say no to Mr. Musk,
Um,
no to Mr. Bezos, to Mr. Zuckerberg, Mr. Ellison.
go ahead and go. Yeah. Are you gonna go too?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Mike, whenever you go,
You cannot,
go. We're gonna go.
we will create.
We're gonna head out. And we're going backwards.
All Americans.
It's gonna- I mean, everybody else is doing it. Nice to meet you.
Brothers and sisters, it's not just the authoritarianism of the Trump administration that we must combat. It's not just the oligarchs.
Yeah, this is not.
Must combat. Now it's those literally on
You guys have a good day.
out of control militarism of the Trump administration, whether it is here at home in cities like Minneapolis and St. Paul or abroad. Woo! Let us be honest.
Thank you.
The American people were lied to about the war in Vietnam.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Like you're just leaving them middle Sunday school so disrespectful.
Yeah.
Get out and go open street.
To actually get out and walk around.
Like actually move, spread out more than 6 inches. God.
Had to be about the tightest I've been in.
Uh,
The most
uh, giggity. Giggity, giggity. Holy cow. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to kick your stroller. Just like kick babies. No, you didn't. I kicked their stroller. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like just running around here kicking babies and stuff. I don't know. Whoops. God, I feel like I want to like get down and like stretch or something. Like, gosh, it's so dense in there. Oh my goodness. Look. Where's where'd you go? I'm here to walk now. Ugh. I know I want to like get down and like do some.
Yeah.
Oh, they're right there. Or at least, yeah. There you are.
Yeah.
I know. I want to like get down and like do some stretches or something.
It was easier than the first time I did it. Going back, you can't go back.
I kicked a stroller. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I'm running around here kicking babies and shit. Oh my gosh. Ow. Where?
I'm looking for him.
Oh. I don't know. I don't know where he is. Hold on. You take that for a second.
I'm not trying to get a place time for a minute to even smoke the outfit.
I'm sorry.
I saw he doesn't. He just wear fanny pack. What? He does just wear fanny pack. He does. Well, then, because people all the time at the store. I'm like, the minute that you see the outfit, you know who it is. That's what I think. I know. All those names.
That's right. I was like, right in the camera. Yeah. Oh.
You got my wife.
I was trying to kidnap her. I got busted.
Yeah.
I was like, wait.
Around all over you. I won't let her leave. Sue. No.
Oh, they walked over here. They were probably going to, he's right there. He was going to smoke. I told you.
Yeah, they haven't made it out yet.
We had to get out of there.
They can't get past me.
It was just too crowded. Everybody was pushing. And
My marshals came, 4 pinks showed up and walked that crazy black girl down the road.
Good.
Yeah.
About time after she
Oh, he was going at it with me.
She was screaming in our faces all morning.
She was calling him names and pointing at him.
Yeah.
She was like, yeah, I came over here to see him when
You went to the bathroom.
he was over here. And I had warned him about her before, and I'm like, oh shit, there she is. Walk across the street.
A fucking beat.
I would like to have a cigarette.
Me too. Same, Steve.
Oh, I kept you there too.
Where are we going? I don't know. Away from people.
Yeah,
Actually, a lot of people are like leaving.
No, like a lot. But I wasn't it supposed to.
Go ahead. Wasn't it what?
I think she said it was supposed to be done at 3. So I'm like, maybe.
Yeah, I think that's supposed to be semi-quick. But
Maybe a lot of people had things.
Oh yeah, it's going way longer.
what time is it? 3:40 right now. Well, if they had Omar's can speak. So Jane Fonda, Joan Baez, Maggie Jones.
Maybe. I thought it was 3 originally.
I don't know that I saw an end time. They wanna.
It's crazy how, a bunch of people start leaving once, Bruce is done with his song.
Yeah.
Was it Twitch?
Yeah. Been to a lot of protests. Where did
Oh,
you
yeah.
get them? I love it.
Too good for him. Too good of stuff for him. Where? Gosh, it's just
When they were doing that medical emergency, I got they got a whistle on there, and I'm like, y'all don't listen.
that was me. Like I was like just pretty much pushed out of that spot. I was like, I cannot get stepped on anymore or whatever. Somebody told somebody to fuck off when they were like, this is an emergency exit. Fuck off. Like, fuck you, dude. I didn't hear that because I would have yelled back. So that's probably a good
I
thing.
did hear the one lady, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I'm originally from Chicago. I'm not Minnesota now. If I go back and forth over the thing, and I will beat you. That's what
I know.
let's not do that. I got kids to come home to.
I was like, say something, and I'm like, I don't want to. I'll make a scene. Once I engage, I'm not gonna stop engaging.
Not at all.
Like there's no be the bigger person.
Yep.
Like don't expect me to be the bigger person, and you will never be disappointed. Like I will meet you where you're at.
I will meet you toe to toe. We can
Like,
match the same energy,
yep,
honey.
yep. I'm petty as fuck.
Uh-huh.
Like no, this shit is wild. Wait, look at their sign. Look at their sign.
We'll have to watch this later on stream.
Yeah. Mercado's up there. I saw him. He's up there. Sons of Liberty isn't cool enough to get a press pass, but I'm kind of a cunt, so
It's understandable, I guess.
sorry guys. This is wild. Like just so many people. So many people. I'm gonna put this down. I'm tired of holding it. I'm just gonna put it down and we can like people watch. You're fine. I don't know if I can see it. Hey.
Is it showing if you've got decent signal?
I think
Okay.
I know, I couldn't get a screen there at first. I was like, hold on. Exactly, I got it. Right at the starting, and I started 20 minutes. I don't know how suddenly it started working, but I was like, oh, okay. All right, I am this together.
Yeah. I'd rather be in a mosh pit. At least in a mosh pit, you can deck someone. It's okay. Yeah.
I definitely
Set my hair on fire. Right? Don't set mine out. Both like
I forgot to charge mine before that.
what is it?
Oh.
Okay.
So I brought my actual charger too, and my empty battery pack. So super helpful. special.
It's still great.
Actually, I could probably plug it in right there and be like, oh, I'm already. Look, there's the charger strip. Went up real quick, plug it in. I don't know what you're talking about. What? This gal, my phone's running out of battery, so I brought my charger.
Hi guys, I do not think that I am going to go back in there because people, it's too people-y in there, way too people-y. As you can see, this shit's just like nuts. So I am probably gonna end the stream, but I think I may have convinced Robbie Roadsteamer to storm the Posetta's Italian deli with me later. Maybe. We'll see. Hopefully. You kind of sounded like him. Hell yeah. I was like,
Work on it.
We should have left it alone. Then they would have thought he was standing next to
Oh
me.
yeah.
We're terrible at this. But yeah, so I'm gonna end the stream and save some battery, recharge a little in case we do go do that. I don't know who's speaking right now anyway.
Anyway, screw the orange wart.
Yeah. All that stuff.
I gotta live through something.
All right, bye.